Hello everyone. So this week we're going to go over VI Editor. We touched on it a little bit last week, but this week we're going to go into a little bit more detail of it. It's important to learn VI because it essentially can be found on pretty much any distro of Linux you come across. To see what version of VI you have, simply do VI version. VI or VIM improved version 8.1. Let's say you want to create a new file with VI Editor, you'll do VI and then new file. As you can tell down at the bottom, you've created a new file. And then to quit the file, simply do :q, and that exits the file without saving it. So we essentially just created a draft. Open the file with VI, you simply type in VI and then the name of the file. And as you can see, we have opened the file, my file. There are 417 lines in my file. Let's say you're working in this document and you want to do a quick save of it. It'd be :w for write, and then as you can see over here it says written, meaning that changes you have made have been saved. Let's say you want to save this file under a different name or save as, it'd be :w for write and the new name, my file 2. Then it would have the new name, it would say that it's new there beside it, but as you can see the lines are still the same. If you want to save and close the file, it'd be :wq. ls, and you'll see my file and then my file 2, which is the one we just created in the folder. Now we're going to do some navigation through my file, and you can go up and down one at a time or right and left one character at a time by using the navigation keys. I'm sorry, the arrow keys, not the navigation keys. If you need to move more than one or two lines at a time up or down, if you remember from last week when we talked about the less command, you can type in uppercase G and go straight to the bottom line as indicated by BOT at the right, and line 407 is the line number. Or if you need to go back to the top, it's 2 lowercase g's, and as you can see, I'm back at line 1 are at the top. Just navigating like this to a file, we are in what is considered the normal mode of VI. When you are in normal mode, you cannot add anything into the file. To add something to the file, you have to go into insert mode, which is simply hitting the lowercase I. And then as you can see down at the bottom, you are in insert mode. And when in insert mode, I can add text to the file, I can add lines to the file, I can edit the file and insert. To get back to the normal mode, you simply just hit the escape key. Most of the time as a system administrator, you'll be bouncing back and forth between normal mode and insert mode. And there is the command mode, which you have seen me using a few times by putting. And now we can do commands with this file. Ones we've done already are the W for saving, the Q for quit, and the WQ to force quit. I can set number to show the actual line numbers on there, and then I can take that away by doing set. I can take that away by doing set no number. Now to do some editing, you can always, while in insert mode, hit the delete key, the backspace key to delete something, or you can go back into normal mode and use the lowercase x to remove one character at a time. But if you want to delete an entire line, you can use lowercase double d, or let's say you want to just remove part of the line, you can do shift D. It just removes from the cursor over. Copy something when it's called that yank. For example, if you want to yank this line and then P to paste it, let's say you make a mistake and you need to undo it, simply hit lowercase u, and as you can see it says how many changes were made and before number and at what time they were made. Now let's say you want to redo something, simply hit Control Shift R, and here we have the redo, and it will show you down at the bottom. 2 more lines and when the redo took place. Let's say you're looking for something inside the file, you do / and then what you're looking for, so TCP, and hitting enter would take you to the first occurrence, and then you hit the lowercase n to go to the next occurrence. This is the exact same thing we did last week when using the less command. Let's say you want to find and replace something, you're going to enter the command mode by doing semicolon, and then % means that this applies across all lines. SN for substitute. What we're going to substitute, in this case, TCP. And what we want to put in place of it, port. / G for global across the board. and then C for confirm the change. And then let's hit enter. And as you can see, it will go to the first occurrence of TCP. And then down here at the bottom, it gives you your options, yes, no, or all. So for example, we'll type in Y for yes to replace. And as you can see, it replaced it to port. In this case, we're going to hit N for no, in which case it stayed the same. And here, let's do A for all. And it changed all TCP instances to port. So as you can see, the find and replace command is very powerful in VI. Now there's a lot more you can do in VI. Those are just some of the more common things you're going to be doing in your day-to-day tasks as a system administrator in Linux. Be sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe so you know next time a video is released, and leave a comment of what else you would like for me to do. Thank you guys.